We're officially almost 30 chapters into Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and I wanted to make a video going over the narrative of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, the characters, and the different things that are simultaneously working together and making it a generational run of a time skip. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of brings tears to my eyes because I remember all the times being a Boruto fan saying, just wait till the time skip comes. So you know this series is going to take over once the anime officially gets announced and it comes out and we get Bleach level animation. So let's go ahead and get into it. One of my favorite aspects of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and I know this is very simple, it's obvious, the aura and the character design. I'm not gonna lie, Boruto's character design, his time skip character design is just peak. It's beautiful in every type of way with all the symbols and chains around his neck. Even for him having Sasuke's sword, I didn't expect his design to look as wavy as it does. Like, especially if you compare his time skip design to the very first chapter of Boruto Next Generation. That character design of Boruto dropped, we were getting bangers on top of bangers on Twitter because that design was just that fire. Even the haters had to stop and say, alright, he looks kinda, alright. Let's move on to the aura aspect that Boruto's bringing to the story. Not just Boruto, but every other time skip character. Mitsuki's design is crazy, Sarada's design is crazy, Kawaki's new design after getting his upgrade and finding Jura is fire too. But my glorious king Boruto, his aura, time skip aura has just been phenomenal. I always remember when Naruto was first introduced to Shippuden and I was kind of disappointed, but when Sasuke made his appearance and introduction in the time skip of Naruto, bro, it's the same level of aura that Boruto's been displaying in the first couple of chapters of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. From the moment he stepped on Code's face, hit him with the Rasengan Uzuhiko, disappeared using the Flying Raijin, everything has been adding more motion to his character. But with the two simple things out of the way, I want to dive into the narrative and the story. And one of the themes, or I think components of the story that I've been enjoying is the overall uses of time. When time manipulation or time travel is added to a series, it can really be a hit or miss. Most of the time when time travel is added to a story, the story itself can become convoluted and it's hard for it to bring it all back full circle. Concept of 10 directions and Kashin Koji seeing all possible futures is adding new tension to the story, giving us a new side of Boruto's character. Character stuck on a time constraint and he's willing to risk it all to save his friend. Ikimoto has been handling this perfectly. From chapter 4 when Kashin Koji warns Boruto about almost destroying the world, all the way up to the reveal of 10 directions. Everything with this time situation has been executed perfect. Essentially, 10 directions has introduced to the story that there's multiple timelines where Boruto dies or where other events take place, and Kashin Koji and Boruto are attempting to steer the current timeline to the best possible outcome using the singularities of fate, who are Kashin Koji, Ida, and Boruto. As the story continues to progress, we're starting to see that Kashin Koji, Boruto, and Ida are losing control of the future. This adds more tension to the story and makes the situation even more dire. For example, in chapter 28, Momoshi was not supposed to be in the village that early, and when he arrived, Kashin Koji confirmed that fate is changing. And that's because so many people are getting involved into trying to work out this best possible outcome that fate and the future is changing. Going into that concept that you can never control the future. Future's always changing. When it comes to future sight or seeing into the future, it brings a different type of pressure to the main character, usually forcing them to walk along the paths of a morally gray character or downright evil character. When you know the future, you no longer treat people as humans, you treat them as pieces on the chessboard. This happened to the greatest characters, Eren Yeager, Anakin Skywalker, and Paul Atreides. Now adding Boruto, we have the four horsemen of future sight and all the tragedy that follows with this ability. Ikimoto did something perfect here. To keep Boruto true to his character, true to his shinobi way, his resolve, he split the role of future sight, giving Boruto the morally correct route and giving Kashin Koji the morally gray route. And this is a duality to Master Jiraiya's character. Master Jiraiya sacrificed himself to be the star of change, which Ishiki talked about. Now Kashin Koji, being the direct opposite of Master Jiraiya, is now using everybody else to sacrifice them to be the stars of change. Dialing into one of the major things that Ishiki's character introduced to the Boruto story, all genes have predetermined fate. And this concept is a direct contradiction to the moral story of the Naruto franchise, where you can change your fate and you can shape your own destiny.
Why fight a hopeless battle trying to defy your destiny?
'Cause people called me a failure. I'll prove them wrong.
When Naruto chose not to kill Sasuke, he broke an endless cycle of reincarnations, ultimately ending the cycle of hatred. But like I'm saying, the future sight of Boruto Two Blue Vortex has been handled perfectly by Ikimoto, supervised by Kishimoto Sensei. Another underlying factor that contributes to the narrative of Boruto Two Blue Vortex is obviously omnipotence, and omnipotence has been handled well. Everybody's still questioning their beliefs in Boruto, if Boruto's a good guy or not, and it's almost cost a lot of characters their lives. Even the most recent chapter, chapter 28, we see the citizens treating Boruto like he's the biggest criminal on earth. But what makes this ability all the more depressing is when you find out Ida really doesn't know how to reverse what she did, and there's a possibility if Shibai doesn't intervene that omnipotence will never be reversed. It makes Boruto's character journey even more compelling because he's doing all of this without even knowing there's a chance that his life will ever go back to normal, which is why he's so willing to sacrifice himself for a better future. This aspect of the story of Two Blue Vortex I really want to talk about is the first theme that was established in Next Generations, where scientific ninja tool was viewed as the easy way out.
Taking the easy way out on a test to measure their skills will only end up shortchanging them.
Yeah, that's true.
You remember when Momoshiki came and explained how he uses chakra pills to upgrade himself? Naruto basically said that's the easy way out of learning true power. True power is formed through hard work and determination and resolve.
You mean you're just cowards who rely on doping? You're only using tools and drugs as a crutch. That isn't true power at all.
This is where Boruto, using the scientific ninja tech, mirrored Momoshiki consuming the chakra pills, and this is why Boruto rebuked scientific ninja tech up until the Ao arc. Now, in the story of Two Blue Vortex, Boruto's no longer against using scientific ninja tools to upgrade their abilities. The time constraints of the God Tree clones, it's no time for anybody to really train. They have to get as strong as possible. Kashin Koji used the future to train Boruto to make him as broken and OP as he is. He also insisted that Kawaki went to Amado to remove his limiters so he can be strong. Even Boruto made a deal with Momoshiki so he can use Momoshiki's power to defeat Jura. That being said, the shift in the story and the shift in Boruto's mindset about taking the easy way out has drastically changed, and that's God Tree clones, and that's the next thing I want to talk about. God Tree clones is the perfect antagonist group, and at times, yes, they can be underwhelming because of the way a Matsuri was killed, but their characters represent a core theme that's been explained or been a major contributor to power-ups, the narrative of the Naruto franchise. That concept is love. Every single God Tree clone, when they were introduced, had some type of platonic or romantic relationship to their target. Oegi Matsuri wanted Konohamaru, Momoshi/Bug wanted Ida, Jura, for some odd reason, wants Naruto Uzumaki, and Hidari wants Sarada. Using these powerful super creatures that have the curiosity of children is the perfect way to allow the characters to grow with the story. Instead of having an alright powerful group that has an already evil conquer the world plan, these characters are learning and growing and investing in their curiosity to understand the world they've been introduced to. Unlike Kara had their goal and they came and went. The God Tree clones has had an impact on the story because it's constantly questioning the concept of love, a core theme in the series. It's going to lead to great character interactions. Hidari and Sarada, when Hidari finally realizes who Sarada is, Jiro when he reveals why he wants Naruto Uzumaki, and the list goes on. In one of my earlier videos, I explained how the Boruto series focuses on the themes of Naruto, but focuses on the most extreme aspects of those themes. So if it's love, it's obsession. If it's predestiny versus predetermined fate, it's more extreme of people just accepting their fate and demise, like Boruto accepting that he will die, so he's giving his life to Momoshiki. Kawaki accepting more power, knowing that it can kill him. Sarada willing to lose her eyes, her blindness to protect Boruto. Miski's obsession with protecting his son. The list can go on when we talk about people accepting their fate and trying to change their destiny. But the reason why I bring this up, because I really want to focus on the obsession part, because there's two characters in the series that represent this love in the purest form, but are two sides of a different coin, and they're both Naruto's students or look up to Naruto as a role model. And that's Kawaki and Sarada. They are the duality when it comes to Naruto. Sarada represents Naruto in every single way. When she awakened her MS Sharingan, it was peak fiction and it meshed with her character perfectly. Us knowing the history of the Uchiha clan and how love affected them and caused them to awaken their powers, and the redness of the Sharingan represents the redness of the heart. A character full of love, Sarada rejected this idea of love due to her traumatic childhood, growing up without Sasuke in the household. Sasuke, you can view him as a military dad that's out and about trying to protect the world, and Sarada was lost without him. Eventually, she started to look up to Naruto, and she found her resolve, and she also reconnected with her family. Throughout Boruto Next Generations, it was always shown that Sarada had a little crush on Boruto, but she didn't really know how to express this love towards him, so she used to hide it because she viewed it as a weakness. We've seen her let go of that idea, let go of everything, and she tapped into the main thing, embracing love to unbound your hidden power. And this is where we see Sarada unleash her MS Sharingan for the first time, fulfilling the prophecy that Sasuke told Boruto in the flashback, that Sarada and Boruto are going to play a major role in reversing omnipotence. Let's talk about Kawaki. He represents the more extreme side of his love. Through his love of Naruto, he didn't understand the concept of letting go, freeing himself from love, kind of like Anakin Skywalker. Kawaki chose to put Naruto in a bowl, similar to his representation of a goldfish. He took a goldfish out of the water and put it in a bowl so he can continuously watch him, and that's what he's doing to Naruto. Since Kawaki wasn't able to let go, he reversed roles with Boruto and now is attempting to push past his limits to become as powerful as possible so he can kill the God Tree clones and kill Boruto. And once that's done, he will release Naruto and unalive himself, showing you he's so in love with Naruto, he's willing to destroy everything Naruto loves just to keep him safe, because Naruto doesn't have the power to hurt Boruto. Kawaki is no different than Obito, Madara, Kabuto, and Orochimaru, showing you the negativity once someone becomes obsessed with a singular goal, instead of letting go and allowing the hidden potential to take over. That's just not it. The God Tree clones have also forced Ikimoto to do something that was lacking in Boruto Next Generations, and it was to utilize the side characters of the story. The God Tree clones has forced Ikimoto to use every single side character that has been introduced in the story. We've seen Sakura in the hospital, but more importantly, Hima. We learned that the hidden power within Hima is more than just the Nine Tails. It's actually something else, and that's very important, because I'm not gonna lie, when she was introduced with the Nine Tails, I was kind of I was on the fence with it. But now that I know she's something greater, that plays into the genes, her genetic code that was created through her parent. But outside of that, we've seen every other character: Mitsuki, Sumire, Inojin, Shikadai, Chocho, Damon, Ida, all have a selective role in the series, and they're all contributing to the narrative of the story. Every character has had a major emphasis on the story, like Hima and her unleashing the Nine Tails, Sarada awakening her MS, Kawaki getting a power up, Boruto's being as broken as ever. But the only character that's really missing a chance to get it in is Mitsuki, and I'm already knowing that Ikimoto's cooking up something for this next arc for Mitsuki to have his shine of unleashing his next level of power. See, Mitsuki's obsession with the sun has hindered him for a long time. He viewed Boruto as his son, and when the roles were reversed, we saw the negative effects of Kawaki's treatment to Mitsuki holding him back. But once he fought and talked to Boruto, he was able to unlock, or better yet, let go of his obsession, knowing that he can always count on Boruto. And this will allow him to let go and reach his hidden potential as well in this next arc. And in Next Generations, both Sarada and Mitsuki stated that they wanted to get strong enough to protect Boruto, and Ikimoto has done a perfect job with Sarada already, so I can only imagine what he has cooking up for Mitsuki. There's so much more, but I also want to focus on one of the big things that Ikimoto and Kishimoto are addressing with the timeline of Boruto Two Blue Vortex. They are actually addressing the elephant in the room. What made Kawaki say the age of shinobi is over? Because how did he go from a character wanting to only kill the Otsutsuki clan members, which is just Boruto for now, to the whole shinobi world wants to end? The character that said he doesn't want to live in the world where Lord Seventh isn't in control. In the recent chapters, the introduction of the feudal lords, Inspector Kobo, the elders that literally allowed Danzo to run wild, still in control, Naruto missing has created a power vacuum within the shinobi world. Kadachi set this up through the secret scrolls where he explained that the feudal lords were getting tired of Naruto. Naruto became something like a revolutionary, bringing world peace and not allowing the feudal lords to make money off of war. Naruto bringing peace to the shinobi world was bad for business. So Ikimoto's adding the seedlings to the story, which is eventually going to take root and grow and explain why Kawaki wants to destroy the shinobi world. It's pretty obvious now. The longer Naruto is missing in the story and Shikamaru is now being looked at as a traitor and working with Boruto, by the end of this arc, Shikamaru is no longer going to be the Hokage. The elders are going to try to take over and take power, and the feudal lords are going to run rampant, attempting to cause another war. And this is going to cause Kawaki to finally snap and lose faith in humanity. He already doesn't believe in humanity because his father sold him off to an alien that abused him. Now when he sees everybody attempting to destroy Lord Seven's dream, he's going to kill everybody. This is going to lead us up to Kawaki versus Sarada. Remember, in the very first chapter, or the fourth chapter, Sarada literally told Kawaki that she's not going to allow him to do whatever he wants, and this is going to be very important moving forward in the story. But that's it for the video. In the comments, write down what you've been enjoying in Boruto 2 Blue Vortex and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.